Hi there everybody, Vanessa here with an album share for you guys. I really love watching album shares on YouTube, so I wanted to contribute to that with my album that I started back in 2010. This album originated because I wanted to have a baby book for my firstborn, for Samuel, but all of the baby books that were out there were really expensive. I didn't have the money to purchase one at the time, so I went for something a little cheaper. I spent about $25 on the album itself, on a couple paper pads, some glue that I had around the house, and some scissors. So I also got a few things like letter thickers and some kind of like stickles, but they're not that brand. There's different brand. It's glitter glue or something like that. So I just want to share this with you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. This first page is about all of my grandparents and my husband's grandparents. These would be bisabuelos, are great-grandparents. These would be my children's great-grandparents. So I just used some cardstock, a little bit of pattern paper, and I also used construction paper that I had at the time. This page I did with my mother and father and my husband's mother and father, and I loved how the title came out. It's handwritten, and I used this pattern paper to play off of the pants in these pictures. You probably can't see them, but the pictures of our mothers, their pants are like this pretty floral, so I just played off of that, and also the colors as well. This page was very much inspired by Swiss Girl Designs. So I added the paint splatters with acrylic paint, and I was ripping the edges of the paper, and I also distressed the edges of my photo. I used an old puzzle to make these puzzle pieces, and I had a lot of fun with this page, experimenting and trying new things. And the same with this page. I also tore the edges. I hand cut these corner designs with construction paper, as well as these music notes, and then I fussy cut these butterflies. This page I tried a new technique at the time. It's cutting the pattern paper, and then I tucked the picture inside of it. I also used some Dollar Tree star stickers, and then that gold glitter glue. On this page I used ribbon and a small rope or yarn type of material here, and I just made little knots because the title is Tying the Knot, December 22nd. That's when me and my husband got married. I fussy cut this pattern paper out, and I also cut out these circles. At this time I just had to make do with what I had. I didn't have any punches or anything like that, so all of the shapes and things are all hand cut. This page I saw on the internet, and so I drew the silhouette and cut it out, and then flipped the pages, the pattern, or the cardstock rather. And then these are just the sonograms of when my son was born, or when he was growing. These are my pictures. These pictures are of me and my husband and our baby to be born, and this is my favorite page. I drew this Michael Jordan symbol, as well as these little flourishes, And these were really hard to cut out because I was using scissors, these scissors here. They're quite large and it was pretty difficult, but I made it work. So what I want to show also is that even if you have limited to no supplies, as long as you have paper, glue, and some scissors, you can really make some nice pages. You just have to be a little inventive and a little creative, and you can come up with some really nice designs. This is also from our photo shoot. I hand wrote this title here. I really like how that came out. I used pen, I believe. Yes, I used pen on that. This page is for our letters to Samuel. This page has a lot more embellishment because I bought a specific paper stack that had animals and stuff because I knew that I was going to make an album for Samuel using animals as the motif. So these tickets I used for the diaper raffle. These 3D embellishments were used for these pins to play the Don't Say Baby game, and as they were like a gift as well because they also have the day and whose baby shower it is. This is the day that I went into labor. It's a very simple layout. This as well. I just used all of the paperwork that I received. Sorry about the glare, guys. All of the paperwork I received as a way to embellish this page. This was from the newspaper. This was a little like bookmark I got from my grandma. This page is blank because on this page I put a layout on one piece of cardstock, so these two layouts are on the same piece of paper. I do not do that anymore, and I don't think I ever will do that unless it's in a dire situation like this situation where I didn't have a lot of cardstock left, so I wanted to use this specific color and I didn't have any more of it. It's really difficult because now I have this blank space here in my album and I have to figure out something to add here, or I can make this the end page, but it doesn't go with the chronological order of his birth. So that's a dilemma, but it can be easily fixed. If I find another picture I can slide in here. So this poem was from the hospital, and I just stuck that in there with these pictures here of me and my husband looking at Samuel. And then this page was the last page I did since Samuel had been born. I finished this page probably around his 3rd or 4th month, and I didn't touch it since, because after I started watching a lot more YouTube videos and stuff, I really wanted to update the products I was using, so I waited until I could get more scrapbooking supplies and receive more gifts and things like that before I started up again. So as you can see here, these stars I actually got from Dollar Tree. I traced them out on pattern paper, and this is construction paper. I traced it out and I just cut it out using it's like a craft knife, but it's not an X-Acto. It was something that I received in like a toolkit or something. I just used whatever I had at the time, and it worked for me. So this page here, I don't know if I'm going to go into this. I think I'm going to... Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this part of my album as a separate video, and then I will go into some of the newer stuff that I was doing around the time Samuel was about 8-9 months, actually closer to a year. Anyways, I'm gonna go into that later. And so if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.